Handwriting is more than just putting words on paper. There's actually a science to it. This science, called graphology, suggests that how you write can reveal up to 5,000 personality traits. Graphology is not a new idea. It has been around in some form since Aristotle's time. Even though writing styles have changed significantly since then, graphology is still used today. It helps in understanding health issues and can assist in criminal investigations. Sometimes it's even used to screen job candidates for compatibility. So it's worth knowing what your handwriting might reveal about you. In this video, let's just do that. Let's analyze what kind of a person you are based on your handwriting. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. Please write the sentence, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." After that, continue watching the video to learn what your handwriting reveals about you. The first one is the size of your handwriting. If your writing features big letters, you're likely someone who enjoys being with others and doesn't mind being noticed. This is often seen in celebrities who thrive in the spotlight. However, if your writing tends to have small letters, you might be more reserved and introspective. People with small handwriting often have a strong ability to focus and concentrate. If your handwriting falls somewhere in the middle, that's perfectly fine. It suggests you're adaptable and well-balanced, with good concentration abilities. The second one is the spacing between words. Do you leave a large gap between your words when you write? A study suggests that the distance between words can indicate how close or distant you feel towards others. Writing with wide spacing and gaps between your words may indicate that you appreciate your freedom and don't like feeling overwhelmed. On the other hand, leaving narrow spacing between words might describe those who prefer company and dislike being alone. The third is the slant of your handwriting. If your handwriting leans to the right, it implies you're sociable and enjoy spending time with others. It suggests you're sentimental and spontaneous and prioritize your connections with friends and family. Conversely, if your handwriting slants to the left, it indicates a preference for working with objects rather than interacting with people. You probably find enjoyment in working independently and tend to be more reserved when in social situations. If your writing maintains a straight, upright position without slanting, you're a logical thinker who values practicality. You tend to keep your emotions guarded and approach situations with a grounded and realistic perspective. The fourth one is how you dot your lowercase letter y. For instance, placing the dot high above the letter I suggests a vivid imagination. If you dot right over the letter I, it indicates you might be detail-oriented, well-organized, and empathetic in your communication and actions. Using a slash instead of a dot might imply you're overly self-critical and have little tolerance for imperfection. And if you prefer circles instead of dots, it could signal a childlike curiosity and a desire to be innovative and forward-thinking. The fifth one is how you cross your letter T's. The way you cross your T's can reveal your determination and persistence in reaching your goals. Crossing at the top of the T suggests strong self-esteem and ambition, indicating that you set lofty goals for yourself. If the cross is in the middle, it implies confidence and a sense of ease with yourself. Long crosses indicate determination and enthusiasm, although they can also hint at stubbornness. On the other hand, short crosses may suggest a lack of perseverance in completing tasks. The sixth one is how you write your letter O's. Open letters often belong to individuals who are outgoing and talkative. She adds that they might also be forgiving of themselves and not hold themselves to high standards. Closed O's, on the other hand, suggests someone more reserved. Closed letters can indicate secrecy. The next one is the loop. If your L's are large and loopy, it suggests you're spontaneous and relaxed, with big dreams for the future. But if your L's are closed, you might be feeling some tension or holding back in some aspect of your life. Having A's with a full loop indicates an open-minded approach and a willingness to try new things. On the other hand, closed A's suggests a more cautious nature and less influenced by others' emotions. Fully rounded S's suggest a preference for balance, a tendency to avoid direct confrontation and skill in compromising. S's that come to a point indicate ambition and eagerness to learn. The seventh one is writing pressure. If you can feel the indentations of your handwriting on the other side of the page, it hints at using heavy pressure. This can signify intensity, energy, and physical prowess, but may also suggest forcefulness, aggression, or stress. Depending on other handwriting traits, heavy pressure could indicate someone robust, lively, and enjoying an activity, or it might reveal aggression, someone prone to moodiness, reactivity, or irritability. If your pressure is gentle and your letters are softly rounded, it could suggest a yielding, cautious nature. This might indicate someone who grew up with dominant or forceful figures and didn't develop assertiveness. Up next is whether you have pointed or rounded handwriting. Handwriting characterized by rounded letters, similar to loopy ones, tends to convey emotion. Individuals who write with rounded letters may exhibit a more relational and emotionally engaged personality, appearing agreeable. Conversely, pointed letters are associated with analytical left brain processing, suggesting a propensity for black and white thinking. Angular handwriting may indicate inclinations towards irritability, challenges with managing anger, and a preference for critical thinking. Such individuals enjoy participating in vigorous discussions, particularly those of a political nature. Next is the uniformity and consistency of your letters. Some people write so neatly that their handwriting looks like it could be a computer font. When handwriting is this uniform, it might mean the person is very rigid, like they're set in their ways or tend to get stuck on certain ideas. But if someone's handwriting is consistently neat and regular without being too rigid, it usually comes from someone who's well-balanced and in control. If someone's handwriting is all over the place, with letters changing size and shape, it might indicate inconsistency. This could suggest that the person is very sensitive to their surroundings or still figuring out who they are. It could also mean they struggle with keeping organized and being reliable. Another one is the legibility of your signature. If your signature is easy to read, it shows you care about being clear and making yourself understood. This kind of signature suggests you're thoughtful and follow social rules to keep things peaceful. But if your signature is messy and hard to read, it can make it tough for others to understand you, both in terms of what you write and who you are. This might be because of your job, especially if you have to sign a lot of things quickly. In these cases, simplicity and speed might matter more than neatness. But sometimes, a messy signature is a way of rebelling against rules and expectations. When someone's signature is messy, it's a sign that they're defying what's considered normal. The last one is the margin. When you write, do you leave a big space or a small one on the sides of the page? This can tell us a lot about how you see life. The space on the left side, called the left margin, reflects your thoughts about the past. If it's narrow, it means you often base your actions on past experiences. But if it's wide, it shows you're ready to move forward and try new things. Likewise, the space on the right side, called the right margin, shows your feelings about the future. A narrow right margin means you're open to new experiences and are flexible. However, a wide right margin suggests you're more cautious about the future and prefer to stick with what's familiar and stable in the present. So what do you think? What did you learn about your handwriting? Do you agree with this? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon for more interesting and fun videos.